Lights, cameras in my face. Hands on the stand, trying to plead her case. Said it was love, but it smelled like a scheme. Trading a husband for a teenage dream. Hands on trial, scandals burning hot. Teacher with a plan, but she got caught. Hands on trial, verdict in the air. Justice is coming, better say your prayer. Hands on trial. Whispers loud, jury's taking notes. Star witness kids in their Sunday coats. Bang of a gavel, lies start to crawl. She wanted romance, he ended it all. Hands on trial, scandals burning hot. Teacher with a plan, but she got caught. Hands on trial, verdict in the air. Justice is coming, better say your prayer.
And dang it, Flashman is not here to tell me all about it. Darn the luck for choir practice on a Thursday. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely muted, happy Thursday. There. Finally. My gosh, it's like the shortest, longest week ever. Whatever. Shut up, Gabby. Yay, yay. Dang it. I got to do it every once in a while. It keeps you on your toes. It's good times. It's wonderful. What's up, Lavi? Hope your arm is feeling better. Yes, Carmen, I have not talked to you in ages. That's right. Let's go. It's AJ time. Muted, but on time. Thanks. I can always tell when I got done because I have this and then it's parted the opposite direction. But we are working on changing some things. I had quite a bit of it cut off today. She said I wouldn't notice, and I haven't. Thanks. You're going to be happy in February if you're lucky? Holy crap. A long time, Lavi. I mean, that's not very long, Lavi. You're close. Okay. Anyway, we are going to continue our coverage of the Pam Smart trial, which was the first live TV trial. Gavel. I will learn to speak one time. Let's start over, shall we? Should I just like hit end stream and start over again and maybe we can get it right? Carmen, that's because I said bad words on the way home. I Betty Brodericked somebody on the way home. They deserved it though. What's up, old soul? You know, I remembered that you had told me you broke your thumb after that stream. So I'm like, how'd you break your thumb? I was like, I remember. She said, huh. Anyway, let's try this again. We are going to continue on with the Pam Smart trial. It was the first trial that was aired live, gavel to gavel, back in March of 1991, just a few months before Dear Betty was the second trial. So, sorry. Thank you, Carmen, for the super chat for Let's Go to cheer the F up. Yes, please cheer up. I am going to need new door money. I would not. I don't know where the guy lives. I don't know. I just know he was being a jerk. And Carmen just happened to be on the phone with me, and sometimes words just come out my mouth. I don't know. But he deserved it. Anyways, so Pam Smart, if you don't know, was 22 at the time, and she was a media teacher or some sort. She did something with the media at this high school that she worked at, where she met her accomplices who were 15 and 16 years old at the time. That one of them, Billy Flynn, had an affair with her, allegedly, had sexual relations. And the other, who we watched this first part of his testimony on Tuesday. We're going to continue on with his testimony today. We'll finish up. Pete Randall, who I believe was 16 at the time. He basically went along because he didn't think old Billy was smart enough to pull this off without getting caught. Pete. So we've heard how Pete, he was not the unaliver. That was Billy, allegedly. And Pete he held a knife to Pam, or to Gregg Smart's throat. And then Billy Flynn used a firearm on him. I'm just going to say that. So I'm sorry. I'm really distracted right now. Let's go. Dang it. I apologize. So anyways, I don't know. I have this thing that I made the other day. We went through it. This is old Pete. He was the accomplice. It's weird. I was in high school. I was the same age as these guys. I was getting ready to graduate. And I wasn't thinking about unaliving people, especially people like my teacher's spouse, or even not interested in my teachers, like at all. I just wanted out of that hellhole. Like, let me run as fast as I can. I do not want to be there at all anymore. Just let me go. Hey, AT1. I think it feels like I've already made, I swear it's only tea, but maybe there is something in there because something's wrong with me. I don't know. It's good to see you. What's up, Baker? If you listen to him speak, he also sounds like a member of New Kids on the Block because he lives in New Hampshire, in Derry, Derry, not Derry, Dairy, as I've been corrected by somebody who lives out on that coast. He sounds he sounds like either Mark or Donnie Wahlberg when he speaks. Exactly, old soul. Nobody wanted their, at least I didn't. We had one really good looking chemistry teacher. I didn't take chemistry. Didn't care. He didn't teach very long. He's a doctor now. Baker, New Kids on the Block was like the very first concert I went to see when I was in high school. So, yep, there's that. Oh, good Lord. This is going to be a horrible stream. I'm just telling you all now. All right, so P. Randall, he was 16 at the time. Told you that he was an accomplice. He held Mr. Smart down with a knife to his throat. Him and Billy Flynn and the other two accomplices all took there was 4 accomplices. 3 of them took plea deals. So Billy Flynn did a plea deal in exchange to testify against Pam Smart. He admitted to his part in the unaliving, that he restrained Gregg, was sentenced to 40 years to life, eligibility for parole after 25 years. He was granted parole and released from prison in 2015, the same day as Billy Flynn. He left prison at 41 years old. So they unfortunately, through their choices, lived their best years in prison, which sucks. All right, this probably isn't going to go smoothly either. I think starting the stream off muted just threw me for a complete loop. Now I don't know what's happening. But good thing. Little Wow's here. So Mom is here to take over and save the day. Step by step. Beggart, stop it. I don't think I do, Gabby. I don't think I do. I'm just going to hit play and hope for the best. I don't even have an answer to that, Baker. Oh my gosh. Is there such a thing? Gross. I am. Let's go. You cannot. She's seen some things. You will not haunt her. And don't take her there. Don't. Yep. And here we go with Marky Mark or Donnie or Pete Randall, as he's professionally known.
So Randall, when we broke yesterday, we were talking about Sunday morning, June 10th. Where were you at that time?
I was at the friend's house in Hampton.
And you said that JR went to Tux Field, I believe was the last response you gave us.
Yes.
Can you tell us again, what was the purpose of JR going to Tux Field?
We had called Raymond Fowler from the defendant's house and told him to meet JR at Tux Field. We had to talk to him.
How far was Tux Field from the defendant's condominium?
By the roads, probably a mile, if I was to guess.
Who went to Tux Field?
Just JR.
And who stayed back in the condominium?
Myself, Pam, and Bill Flynn.
Now, was there a time when JR came back to the condominium?
Yeah, he came back in about 20 minutes and said that Ramey hadn't showed up.
So what happened at that time?
So we called him again, and he was still in Maine. And we told him, look, come down here, we have to talk to you. We have to get the story straight in case we get questioned. So he said, yeah, I'll be down there. So we sent JR back out to Tux Field to wait for him again. And JR waited there for a little while longer, and then came back in and said he didn't show up again.
So why didn't you just tell Raymond to come to the defendant's condominium?
Because he didn't know where it was, and explaining the directions would have been a hassle. He knew where Tux Field was.
Now, besides calling Raymond Fowler, were any other phone calls made from the defendant's condominium at that time?
Earlier, we had called Ralph Welch at his girlfriend's house. And later on, Vance called his own house.
Okay, so that's just to be clear, Vance, you mean JR.
Yes.
And JR called his parents' house.
Yes.
Now, what happened next?
Well, during the conversation with his parents, his mother told him to come home. She had to talk to him, and he told her, I'm not coming home right now, because he didn't want to go home and have the cops be there. So she told him just to come home. So he said he would. And Pam gave myself, Bill, and JR a ride back into Seabrook. We dropped JR off in front of his house at the top of the road in Collins Street. And then she drove us up to the store at the top of Collins Street.
Now, give the jury some idea what you mean by dropping JR off the top of this road. I mean, how's the layout of JR's house with the road and the driveway to Collins Street?
Collins Street goes parallel to 286. And JR's house is set back off of Collins Street with a semi-long driveway.
Okay, do you have any idea how many feet, how many yards it is to get to the top of the road, JR's house?
If I was to guess, I'd say maybe 30 yards, 40 yards.
Now, after JR gets dropped off at the top of the driveway, where exactly do you go?
There's a store along 286 just before the Salisbury border that Pam, myself, and Bill went to. And when we pulled in the driveway, Pam told us she'd seen Cecilia Pierce's parents. So she was going to leave. I didn't know what Cecilia's parents looked like. I'd never seen them. So She just left. Bill told her to come back and go for a ride and then come back and pick us up later.
Now, when she said Cecilia, was that Cecilia Pierce?
Yes.
Did you see Cecilia at that time?
No, she said she weren't there, just Cecilia's parents were there.
So what did you then do?
I got out, myself and Bill Flynn got out of the car, we went into the store, bought a couple tonics, and then went in and played video games while we were waiting for JR to return.
Did there come a time when you saw JR again?
He came back up a little while later.
How far a walk is it from JR's house to where the store is?
Maybe a quarter of a mile. Short walk.
And is that how JR got there as far as you know?
Yes.
And after JR came back, how long a wait was it before you saw the defendant again?
20 minutes.
Now during that time, did you see anyone else?
My mother.
And what's your mother's name?
His mother. Like, where? Dang it. Now I've got vanilla ice going through my head. Brandon, I think I would fall out of my chair. It's the way I'm already struggling this evening. You've got beer to drink. But cheers to you all the same. And thank you for super chat. Yes, cheers. And thank you, Baker, for trying to be a good influence in front of my so innocent and pure daughter. That's, you all heard it. Yeah, mother. Or short, you'd say ma. Ma. Yeah, nope. I've already having nightmares of Carmen doing that to me by the end of this trial. And yeah, Lesko, she was supposed to be on, and then she's like, see you in 8 minutes. And I said, I'll send you a link in a few minutes. She goes, oh, I forgot. I already laid down. Well, sit up. It's probably why I just was thrown off and started muted and everything else today and forgot what trial I was even doing and what it was about. Yep. Oh. You're fine, Carmen. Holtzel, you are so correct. That's a reminder of them being kids. They had to borrow grandma's car, do the crime. And now his mother telling him it's time to come home. Like, yeah, curfew. Oh, dang. We got to have this done by 10. It's school night. Like, what? Also, the other day when we were listening to him, he's talking about mooning somebody as they were driving somewhere to get tickets for, what was it? Who was it? Motley Crue? Concert. I mean, they were kids. She wasn't not a kid. She was 22. I am both today, 81, at least for the last 18 minutes. Yep. She sure did. I'm going to say full, but I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
Trisha Randall.
And how is it that you saw your mother?
She was driving by down to 86.
And how did you happen to see her?
I saw her car and I flagged her down.
What happened then?
She pulled over. I told her pretty much what had happened and that we were going to run and that I needed some money.
Did she give you any money at that time?
Yes, she did.
How much did she give you?
$100.
Then what happened?
She left. We waited around a little bit longer, and then the defendant returned.
And after the defendant returned, what happened next?
We all got in her car, and we were on our way back to Hampton when she said that we couldn't all pull into the condo complex because she didn't want to, we couldn't all be seen together anymore. So she dropped us off at the lights that are in front of her condo. Like the lights are there, and then you go down the road and take a left into the condo complex. So we dropped off there. We went around. Myself and Jack got the road bike that was in the garage out, and we left Bill there.
Now, when the defendant said you had to get out of the car because you all couldn't be seen together anymore, did all of you get out of the car?
All except for her, yes.
So Bill got out too.
Yes.
Now, how far a walk is it from the lights to the condominium?
Short distance.
Now, how is it that you were able to get into the garage?
It was left open.
Now, where's the garage in relationship to the defendant's condominium unit?
The garage is just below the condo. It's a drive-in garage, and there's a doorway inside the garage that leads up a flight of stairs to the condo.
Now, once you got to the condominium unit and you went into the garage, where was the defendant's car? Did you see?
It was in the garage.
Did she get there first? Did you get there first?
She got there first.
And did you see her again at this time?
No, I did not.
And when you and JR got on the motorbike, what did Bill do?
He went around the back. He said he wanted to talk to Pam again, and that was the last I seen him until later on. We picked him up at Hampton. We picked him up in Winnicott School parking lot.
So the last time you were in the presence of the defendant when she told you to get out of the car.
Yes.
After you got on the motorbike, where did you go?
First, we went to JR's house. We were going to get his father's gun and dispose of it. But when we got to his house, we were told that his parents had already left to go to the police.
And who told you that?
JR's uncle.
And once you got that information, what did you then do?
We had left JR's house, well, JR's driveway, and went to my house.
Can you give us an idea about what time it was now?
No,
Was it late afternoon, at night, early morning? Was it...
afternoon, somewhere in that time.
Now, after you found out JR's parents had gone to the police, what did you do then?
We had went down to my house. On the way down, I saw my mother parked in a store parking lot again. So I pulled into the parking lot while JR was driving. He pulled into the parking lot, and I told her we were gonna, I had to talk to her again, meet us at the house.
Did there come a time when you met her at the house?
Yes.
What happened at the house?
We were going down South Main Street. She was behind us, I believe. Me and JR passed a cop cruiser on the road bike. So the cop cruiser started to turn around because the cop in the car must have knew us. So he let me off at my house, and he took off down the road, and the cruiser came back around and started to go after JR. He just started following the way the bike went. And my mother had pulled into the driveway, and she told me to run because the cops were coming back around. I turned around, and I didn't run. I just stood next to the hood of the car and waited for them to go by. And they just drove by and went after JR.
When they went after JR, were the lights flashing, or do you know?
I don't recall. I can't remember if the lights were flashing, but they were chasing the bike. They were going faster than normal.
So after you waited by your mother's car, what happened next?
We went in the house. I told her I was going to take the car and take it to Connecticut and leave it at my aunt's house or my grandfather's house to be returned to New Hampshire. But I was going to take the car and the road bike to leave.
Now, it was your plan at that time to take both the bike and the car?
Yes.
So what happened next?
I took the car and I met JR on, it's a clamshell road off the end of South Main Street. That's where he brought the bike. And I took the car and I met him down there. And we decided that the cops had seen it too much, so we were just going to leave it there. So we left the bike there. And both of us went back to Hampton in my mother's car
Now, why were you going back to Hampton?
to pick up Bill Flynn.
Now, had you arranged a specific location where you would pick up Bill Flynn?
Yes, in the kind of high school parking lot.
And I may have asked you this yesterday, but just to be clear, how far was that from the defendant's condominium?
Across the athletic field, so not that far.
And what happens then?
We stopped at the Hampton gas station, got gas, and proceeded to go to Connecticut.
So did you pick up Bill in Hampton?
Yes.
And where was he at Hampton when you went? Where was he exactly when you picked him up?
The side parking lot of Winnicott High School.
All right, and from there you went to the gas station.
Yes.
Now, where in Connecticut did you go?
North Groversdale, Connecticut,
Now, why did you go to North Groversdale, Connecticut?
because I have relatives that live there.
Who lives there?
My grandparents and two of my aunts.
And about how long did it take you to get there?
Probably an hour and a half.
And what happened once you got there?
I had told my aunt that we were in a little bit of trouble for stealing some road bikes and that someone ratted on us. And that we were going to stay here. We were going to stay in Connecticut for a little while and keep law. But doing it, and then we were going to go back to Seabrook.
Then what happened?
Myself, JR, and Bill went to a couple phone booths, collect calls back to my house, JR's house, and Bill's house to talk to our parents, just to tell them we were okay. And then we went to Putnam, Connecticut, to a shopping plaza to get something to eat.
And were you part of any of the conversations of JR and his parents or Bill and his parents?
No.
Did you reach your parents?
Yes.
And what happened after that?
Like I said, we went to Putnam and we got a piece of pizza. We got a pizza. And from there, while we were eating, my grandparents and one of my aunts came into the pizza place. Well, my aunt came into the pizza place and said my grandfather would like to speak to me. So I left the pizza place and went to talk to my grandfather. My grandfather told me my father had called him and told him that if I didn't have the car home, he was going to call the Connecticut State Troopers and report that I had stole the car.
Now, what was your plan while you were in Connecticut? Where were you going to go? Were you going to stay there? Were you going to go somewhere else?
No,
No what?
we were going to get other road bikes while we were in Connecticut and just leave. We didn't really hadn't decided where we were going yet, but we decided we were going to leave.
So you're going to steal other road bikes? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Now, after your grandfather gave you this information about what your father's intentions were, what happened next?
I called my father and I had an argument with him about bringing the car back. And he told me straight out that if I didn't bring it back, and if I didn't have the car back by 9:30 that night, he would call the state police and report it stolen and have me arrested in Connecticut.
So what happened after that?
Myself and JR, Bill, returned the car to Secret.
About what time, if you recall, was it when you got back to Secret?
Maybe a little before 9 o'clock.
What happened when you got back to Secret?
JR and Bill were dropped off and I drove the car back to my house.
Now, the next day, what did you do?
I went to school.
Did you discuss at all what your plan would be with JR and Bill?
Just said that we were going to go to school. That's it.
And when you went to school the next day, was Bill and JR there?
No, they were not.
So what happened at school the next day? Anything?
I had an argument with Ralph Welch's girlfriend, and I had talked to my own girlfriend and JR's girlfriend. And I had also talked to Frank Daly. And me and Frank were sitting in the caf, and we watched JR's girlfriend, my girlfriend, and Ralph Welch's girlfriend go into the office
Now, where's the cafeteria in relationship to the office?
across from it,
When you say the office, what do you mean?
where the principal's office and everything else is,
Is that in the back part or the front part of school?
very front.
Now, who is Frank Daly?
A friend of myself and Bill and JR's.
Now, to your knowledge, does Frank Daly know what happened on May 1st?
Yes,
So what happens after he tells you that your girlfriend, Ralph Welch's girlfriend, and who else?
Mr. JR's girlfriend.
What do they do?
They went into the office, and Frank told me that there were dairy cops in the office.
Now, what are the names of these girls?
Michelle Nichols, Melissa Fields, and Michelle Golf.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make sure you're talking to the microphone, okay?
Yes.
After you were told that there were dairy police there, what happened next?
I called my mother and told her to dismiss me from school and come pick me up.
Did she?
Yes.
And where did you go then?
I went back to JR's house, where JR's mom let him come out with my mother and myself. We went riding around
Why'd you go riding around?
because I needed practice driving because I was going to be getting my license that day.
What do you mean by getting your license that day?
I was to go up and take the tests for my license.
You had a test scheduled for Monday?
Yes.
Did you go to take your test?
Yes, I did.
And what happened after you took your test?
I went back to JR's house.
Who was at JR's house at this time?
My mother, his father, myself, Bill Flynn, and JR.
What was going on between JR's mother and father and your mother?
They were crying.
And was Bill's mother there?
I'm not sure.
Do you know what Bill's mother's name is?
Elaine Flynn.
Now, how long were you at JR's house?
The rest of the day.
Did there ever come a time when you left JR's house?
Later on that night, we decided that we couldn't stand sitting in the house. So we asked our parents, could we go to the movies?
Why couldn't you stand sitting in the house?
Just because we knew that we knew what was going to happen, and we just were sitting there too long, and it kind of gets to you.
What did you think was going to happen?
We would be arrested
So where did you then go?
to the Salisbury movie theater,
And what did you do there?
watch the movie.
What happened after that?
Our parents came in between movies and told us that they wanted to arrest us now.
Your parents wanted to arrest you?
The police wanted to arrest us, but they had decided they'd let my mother and JR's mother come pick us up.
So who actually came to the movie theater, do you recall?
My mother and JR's mother.
And what happened then?
We were brought to secret police station.
And who drove you to secret police station?
Diane Madden, she has mom.
Was your mother in the car as well?
Yes.
Now, when you got to secret police station, what happened?
We were arrested and charged with first-degree murder, and myself and JR were charged with accomplice to first-degree murder.
Now, whatever happened to the black bag that you took into your house the night of the murder?
After I went through it and taken out what I wanted, I put it in my closet.
What kind of jewelry did you take out?
2 gold chains, a bracelet, well, 2 gold chains and 2 gold bracelets.
Did you ever try to sell those gold chains or bracelets?
Yes, I did.
And what happened with that?
We had tested them and they turned up fake, so I threw them away.
What do you mean by you tested?
Well, you can test a gold chain by running it through bleach, Clorox bleach, and if the bleach turns black, they're fake.
And this is a method you
Well,
understood to
please.
use to test the authenticity of gold?
Yes,
And you did this with these 2 gold chains and these 2 gold bracelets?
yes.
Anything else you remember taking out of the bag jewelry-wise?
Not that I recall, no.
So you never effectively sold this jewelry?
Nope.
What'd you do with it?
Threw it over the Blackwater Bridge in Seabrook.
And whatever happened to the discs?
I don't know.
Now, when was the last time you saw that black bag?
The day I stuffed it in my closet,
And when was that?
a few weeks before I was arrested.
And did you ever do anything else with that black bag?
Once I was in ADC, and after the house had been searched for anything to do with the case, and they hadn't found the black bag, I told my mother to get rid of it.
Were you present when they searched your house?
No, I was not. I was already in ADC.
How do you know your house was searched?
My mother told me.
Is that the reason why you told your mother to do something with the bag?
Yes.
Now, when you say ADC, what does that stand for?
Awaiting disposition of the court,
And where is that?
Concord, New Hampshire.
That institution basically for juveniles?
Yes.
And what did you tell your mother to do with the bag?
I just told her to get rid of it.
Do you know in fact what your C or your, well, let me rephrase that question. Is that what you told her to do? Is that what you told her to do, get rid of it?
Yes.
All right, I'd like to show you what's been marked for identification purposes. State's Exhibit 44. Tell me if you recognize this.
Black pillowcase.
When you say it's a black pillowcase, which black pillowcase is it?
It was a gold pillow off of Pamela Smart's couch.
Could you open it up and tell us what's inside it, if you recognize any of the contents?
Assorted earrings and jewelry.
Do you recognize that jewelry?
Yes.
Who do you recognize it from?
It came from Pamela Smart's jewelry box.
Is this the black bag you told your mother to get rid of?
Yes, it is.
And is this the black bag you had stuffed in your closet?
Yes, it is.
And can you tell us how this tear occurred to this black bag?
I cut it with a butcher knife.
And that's the same knife I showed you yesterday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'd have to move this in as a full exhibit. It states number 44.
That's without objection.
Court's permission, Your Honor, to pass to the jury.
think everybody's going to snag a piece of jewelry. Sounds like it's just loose stuff in there. It's crazy. Oh, we got a new bow. Oh, look at that bow. I'm actually surprised they let her wear those. Couldn't those be fashioned as a weapon? I thought the same thing. He asked his mom to get rid of evidence, and she was like, okay. I don't know what I would do in that situation. It would be so hard to, like, okay, you want to help your kid, but like you said, I don't want to be an accessory. You did the thing, dummy. Like, yeah. Oh, Bree, you did what you said you were going to do earlier today. No, wow, I have seen them in the same chat. They are two different people. I can confirm that. Yes, Carmen, that scares me. I know. Gave you guys a nice long look at that bow. In case you wanted to go like make one real quick. Free.
You can proceed.
No, I have no further questions.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. So here's what I think. I think the defense is, they've already laid out their defense for us, right? It's these kids' fault. Pam never had an affair with with Billy. They did all this on their own for whatever reason. They didn't tell us. So I think that's what we're going to hear him try to paint the picture of maybe not as hard on this kid as he will Billy Flynn, but I think he's going to at least, lay out the drawing on the canvas here.
Hey, Pam Smart didn't make you kill anybody, right?
No, she didn't make me kill anybody.
In fact, you went over to 40 Misty Morning Drive to kill Gregg Smart or your friend Bill, right?
Yes.
And that was your motivation to kill Gregg Smart, right?
Yes, it was.
Pam really had nothing to do with that, correct?
Correct.
The fact of the matter is that this information that you're spewing has to do with okay. The information that you're telling this jury, for the most part, is information that you've heard from Bill Flynn.
Yes.
It's what Bill said.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to be entirely honest with the jury, you'll tell them that prior to May 1st, you had absolutely no conversations of any substance whatsoever with Pam Smart.
Objection to the form.
Thank you.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is that on over 20 occasions, you and Flynn and Lammy and Fowler and Daly sat around brainstorming ways of killing Gregg Smart.
I had never been with Daly, but yes, that's true.
Now, Pam wasn't there.
Correct.
In fact, you sat around brainstorming black clothes, right?
Yes.
You sat around brainstorming sneakers, right?
Correct.
You sat around brainstorming the pros and cons of slitting a man's throat rather than firing a .38 caliber projectile through his head.
Yes.
You sat around and debated whether you should run a drive-by shooting.
Correct.
I mean, this was just the conversation that you had where primarily.
Yes, I was primarily.
And this was a serious conversation, wasn't it?
Yes.
You sat around, you were worried, and brought up suggestions with regard to fingerprints, right?
Yes.
Who was the most paranoid about that?
I have to say we were all pretty nervous about fingerprints.
Pretty nervous about that. What did you finally decide to do?
Tape our fingers with Scotch tape and wear latex gloves over them.
And when did you finally decide that?
I believe we didn't decide on putting the Scotch tape over our fingers until May 1st.
So that would have been you, Latimer, Flynn planning that, right?
Basically me and Flynn, I guess.
You and Flynn. The fact of the matter is that you, Latimer, and Flynn were engaged in other criminal endeavors, right?
Yes.
The three of you used to hang out and steal stuff together, right?
Yes.
Pamela Smart had nothing to do with that, did she?
No.
I mean, she didn't make anybody steal anything, did she?
No.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that you, Vladimir, and Flynn used to go out purchasing dope together, right?
Yes.
I mean, was that Pam Smart's idea too?
No.
Is there anything, before I really get into this cross-examination, that you'd like to blame on her other than what you've already said?
No.
So it is going to be your testimony that the first time you ever spoke with Pam Smart was in May 1, 1990, right?
About her husband, yes.
Well, prior to that, you never even had any conversations we were talking about, did you?
Not really.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hi, how are you to a person you didn't even like,
Correct.
didn't care for at all,
Correct.
didn't care for before May 1, right?
Correct.
Didn't care for on May 1,
Correct.
and didn't care for after.
Correct.
A person you certainly wouldn't want to protect in any way, shape, or form, right?
True.
I mean, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, let's put Flynn at a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being best friend, and 1 being enemy. Where's Flynn?
10.
Where's Pam?
Probably a 4.
4. Where's Ladman?
10.
Now, you already killed for Bill, right?
Yeah.
And you've already attempted to cover for Bill in the past, right?
Yes.
I mean, let's face it, I mean, you beat up Ralph, right?
That had nothing to do with the murder.
That had nothing to do with the murder.
It was something else he had said.
Well, explain that to the jury because that's a special day, isn't it?
I believe it was the 9th, Sunday, or the 10th. Ralph had said things that I didn't like. I mean, he had said things that about me being mean and maybe hurting a little kid that I really cared for.
So you didn't like that, so you beat Ralph up.
I didn't beat Ralph up. He attacked me.
He attacked you and you strangled him and smashed his head against the rock?
I just protected myself.
Okay, so that was just self-defense?
Yes.
So if Ralph says something different, he must be mistaken.
I'd suggest he thinks about it.
Because you're the one that's telling the truth here, right?
Yes.
Ralph wouldn't be telling the truth.
Objection, Your Honor.
Gracious.
I don't think this witness is qualified as the truth brought the jury's given that province. I think the case.
I was right.
All right.
The fact of the matter is that the day before this fight with Ralph, you discussed your involvement in the killing of Gregg Smart.
Yes, I did.
You talked about JR, right?
Yes.
You talked about yourself.
Yes, I did.
Talked about Flynn.
Yes.
Talked about anybody else?
I had mentioned insurance money, which involved Pam, and that Pam knew her husband wanted to be killed.
And that information, of course, came from Bill.
Correct.
Yeah. Again, you talked about you, right? JR
Yes.
and Flynn.
Yes.
In fact, let me just jump ahead because, again, you don't care about this woman, right?
No, I do not.
When you spoke to your parents, in fact, your conversation to your mother, you talked about you, right?
Correct.
Talked about Flynn,
Yes.
talked about JR.
Yes.
You didn't talk about her at all, did you?
I had said that she had an involvement in it, meaning that she wanted her husband killed, but that's as far as I said.
And when did you say that, just so I can be clear on that?
I believe I had told her that myself and Bill had killed the man because Bill was having an affair with that man's wife, and that the woman wanted her husband dead because she didn't want to live with him anymore. She was unhappy, but she didn't want to get a divorce because she'd be poor and won't have anything.
And that's information from Bill.
Correct.
This is the same information from Bill from, let me go through a few of these. That, let's see, Gregg beat Pam, that was information too, okay?
Correct.
That Gregg had seen, or I'm sorry, that Flynn had seen bruises on Pam, right?
He had never told me
I
that.
never told you that?
No, you do not.
Sure of that?
Positive.
Then there was talk about money too, right?
Yes, it was.
Of course, all that information comes from Bill, right?
Correct.
That doesn't come from Pam.
Correct.
So, just to get this in a nutshell, on May 1, 1990, all right, you remember May 1?
Yes.
May 1, 1990, you claim that that's the first time you had any discussion whatsoever with Pam Smart about a film.
Correct.
Prior to that, all the planning, all the setup, everything was done with somebody else.
Correct.
And in fact, when you get to 4E Misty Morning Drive, you're still planning and setting up with Flynn.
Yes.
I mean, Pam's not there, right?
No, she's not.
She doesn't send you a little instruction pamphlet, right?
No, she does not.
Vladimir and Fowler are out there.
They're in the car, yes.
And Fowler's job is what?
Keep JR company, I guess.
Keep you company. Now, you said yesterday, and I want to pursue this a little bit. You said yesterday that you had a little bit of a problem getting Gregg down to the floor in the foyer,
There was a little struggle, yes.
and it took what, 3 minutes?
Possibly, yes.
And you said you kind of pushed him around a little bit. Is that what you're saying?
I had hit his head against the back of the wall once, and that's the only time I hit him.
And what were you telling him at the time?
Be quiet.
Tell him to shut up, right?
Right.
You were forcing him to his knees,
Told him to get on his knees.
right? And then when he was on his knees, what were you telling him?
To be quiet.
Well, what was the conversation? Tell the jury what the conversation was.
He was screaming, and I told him to be quiet. And then I had asked him for the chain, and I had asked for the ring. That's when he told me about the ring. He had asked me about his dog. Before that, I told him his dog would be okay. And after he said that about the ring, that was the last I talked to him.
Can you tell me which one of you, was it you or was it Flynn, that pried a ring off of his finger?
None of us touched the ring on his finger.
None of you touched the ring on his finger.
No, we did not.
You're positive of that?
I'm absolutely positive.
Okay, and you're telling the jury that.
If you don't remember or didn't hear what Gregg Smart said about his wedding ring is what they're talking about. He told this witness, Mr. Randall, that he couldn't give him his wedding ring because his wife would unalive him. And it's like, dude, she is unaliving you. You just don't know it.
Confrontation happens the way that you told him yesterday, right?
Yes.
So there shouldn't be a ring on the floor over 4E Misty Morning. Right.
I don't know if there would be or not.
If I can just have a moment. Let me show you what's been marked as Defendants A. Why don't you tell the jury what you see in that photograph?
I see a picture of keys, a wallet, and a ring.
Keys, wallet, and a ring?
Yes.
Now tell us about the keys. How'd the keys get there?
I don't know. He must have dropped them. They were in his hand when he came in, I guess.
You guess?
I would think so.
How about the wallet?
It had been taken out of his jacket and dropped.
How'd that happen?
Bill had taken his wallet.
What?
Bill had taken his wallet,
What did he do with his wallet?
taking the money out of it.
So he's robbing him while he's on his knees. Is that what's going on?
Yes.
This is the poor little scared Bill Flynn that you described?
Objection, Your Honor. Only a poor little scared Bill Flynn.
Here, we'll take its own recollection of Professor Moore.
He was scared and nervous, yes, but he had done that, yes.
Yeah, he's ripping money off of the guy while he's on his knees, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's he saying to him?
Didn't say anything to him.
He didn't say anything to him?
Not that I remember.
For some reason, Flynn hated Gregg Smart, right?
I guess, yes.
I mean, he was obsessed about Pam, right?
Yes.
I mean, he talked about Pam all the time, right?
Yes.
He talked about how he wanted to be with Pam all his life, right?
I never hear him talk about being with her all his life, no.
But he wanted to be with Pam.
Yes.
He didn't want Gregg to be with Pam.
Correct.
He hated Gregg because Gregg mistreated him.
Correct.
They couldn't get a divorce because Pam would be poor, right? Is that what he told you?
Told me she'd lose everything she had, yes.
Lose everything. Right? And he talked about this often, right?
Correct.
He talked about his love for Pam, and he talked about his hatred for Gregg.
Correct.
And while he's talking about his love for Pam and his hatred for Gregg, he's also talking about how he would like to kill Gregg.
Yes.
And this happens as early as what, March of 1990?
I believe, yes.
And the conversations start snowballing. I mean, they become more and more frequent, don't they?
Correct.
talks about it more and more and more, leading all the way up to May 1, right?
Yes.
Now, during this same time period, his behavior is changing too, isn't it?
No, particularly if we're talking about that. That's when our behavior is changing. We're still the same kids we were.
Same kid,
Yes.
still ripping off stereos and cars and stuff?
Occasionally.
Still stealing motorcycles?
Occasionally, yes.
Still buying dope?
Occasionally,
Using dope?
yes.
Drinking?
Yes.
Now that increases, doesn't it, the dope and the drinking?
A little bit.
I mean, the cocaine starts to increase, doesn't it?
Cocaine never increased. No.
No, you didn't get more from your buddy Zeppelin down in Massachusetts?
No. Cocaine started to decrease.
It decreased.
Yes.
Just couldn't get enough money to buy it, or what?
Stopped using it.
Now, it was during this period of time that you were supposed to locate and purchase a firearm from your street contact?
I wasn't supposed to. I may have been able to, yes.
Well, did you attempt it?
I had asked him once if he could get one, and he said he may be able to.
And you discussed yesterday with the jury a price range between $100 and $300, right?
Yes.
What kind of weapons were you talking about?
Handguns.
What kind of handgun?
Pretty much almost any kind, I guess.
Were you looking for a revolver? Were you looking for a .45? What were you looking for?
Something 45,
Why?
9mm,
What?
has a clip.
What? What's the difference to you?
To me,
Yeah.
lighter gun, smaller gun usually.
How do you know all this stuff?
I've read magazines about guns.
Are you into guns?
I like guns, not much, but there's something.
Yeah. Did you aspire to be, I'm gonna ask this question, you tell me yes or no. Did you ever aspire to be a trained assassin?
No, I did not.
Isn't that what you wanted to be?
No, I did not.
Did you have any problems killing, going over and killing Greg?
Yes, I
you care?
did.
When you got there, you chickened out, is that what you're telling the jury?
I had doubts, yes.
You had doubts,
Yes.
and you just didn't get up and leave, right?
No, I did not.
No, you signaled to your buddy to shoot him through the head.
I didn't single, I said yes.
You told him to shoot him.
Correct.
And that's an expression of your doubts, to kill him or not?
It meant that I couldn't do it.
And then you couldn't do it because you were touched with that situation?
I wasn't touched, I was scared.
You were scared, so scared that you had to pick up this jewelry on the way out, right?
There was a plan to follow.
There was a plan to follow. You picked up the jewelry on the way out. And did you drop a knife there?
I had dropped a knife in the field, yes.
Not in the foyer?
Not in the foyer.
Well, why don't you explain, because yesterday you were explaining to the prosecutor that you had wrapped paper toweling around the handle of the knife. Remember that?
I had wrapped paper towel around the handle of the knife a couple of times.
Well, how does that happen when you have your hand around the grip of the knife?
I had waited in that house for a half an hour to 45 minutes for Greg to return.
When
I
you
had changed the paper towel on the handle of that knife twice.
Twice. When you ran out of the house, did you have the bag in one hand and the knife in the other?
Yes, I did.
Running out to the back door,
Yes,
over the railing,
yes,
and into the dark.
yes.
Now, the plan that you had with Latimer and Fowler was to meet them someplace other than you eventually did, right?
Correct.
That was a plan that was put together by you, Bill, Latimer, and Fowler.
Correct.
When you get in the car, I'm sure your heart is pumping, right?
Yes,
You're feeling a little paranoid,
yes.
and you start driving away, right?
We went and got the clothes first, and then we left, yes,
And then you take off the black clothing,
yes,
and you throw it out the window?
yes.
You don't stop the car, you just throw it out the window?
I believe we had stopped once to throw the sneakers and everything like that out.
Did anybody get out of the car?
No,
Was it before the first stop, or on your way past the first stop, that Flynn was expressing that he got a big thrill out of killing?
I never heard him say he got a big thrill out of killing.
You never did?
No,
Do you recall speaking with the detective from the Derry Police Department by the name of Pelletier?
yes, I do.
Remember him taking a statement from you?
I believe he took it the same time I had made the videotape, yeah.
And was the Attorney General's office there too?
Yes, they were.
Or the Attorney General, it's page 855. Recall telling these individuals during your interview that, in fact, in part, Randall stated he and Flynn were nervous in the car on the ride home and, quote, on the edge. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember saying Flynn reportedly said things such as, I can't believe I killed this guy, and said something about power, the thrill of what he did, about what a charge he got out of it. Remember
I
that?
recall him saying something about power, yes. That's all.
Not the thrill,
Yeah.
just the power, huh?
All I heard was half part of the sentence. All I heard was power.
The power.
Not
killing.
power. I heard power.
Power of killing someone?
I didn't hear power of killing someone. I heard the power.
Dear Lord, are we arguing over power and power? Stop it. Oh my goodness. What's up, Jenny? Because you want us to know you're there, lurking. Hope you're feeling well, Jenny. That's right, Felltown. Power. He's like, power, power, power. It's like Pam, Pan, Pam, Pan. All right, Carmen and Gabby. Thank you for the super chat, Carmen. You guys think you're funny. Uncle Pud Pud and Gabby. Uncle Pud Pud is the best. They just want to hear me say that, Puddletown. What? Oh, I was like, Brandon. Dang it. Oh my gosh. No, AJ. I know I'm funny. Yes, Gabby, you are. It doesn't. No, that's not right, Carmen. That's not what I told you. But I'm not going to go into it now. Yes, Puddletown's got it. They would always ask if they were playing with their Puddletown. Not heard pulling, but all right, let's get back to this power and power. Oh, Gabby, he said road bike because road and street, even with the Massachusetts accent, cannot sound. I thought he was saying road bike, but it's like I thought he was saying Seabrook, and I swore they said Seabrook. Didn't they go to the Seabrook police station? And you're like, Seabrook, where'd you get that? I'm like, I don't know. So then I didn't know, was I hearing road? But road and street cannot sound the same. There's no way. I mean, there might be a small way. But please tell me there's no way to confuse street and road. Feeding the ducks. Gross. Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you. No, he did say road bike, but we call it a street bike, which is a motorcycle. So he's not, wait. Okay, I gotcha. A Harley is a cruiser? We just call him Harley. It could be an avenue. I thought they were just talking about a bicycle as in like a road bike versus maybe a mountain bike. Why can't you just call it a bike? But I get it now. No, that's the last thing they needed. Or maybe it was the first. I don't know. All right, back to the power. Yes, the crotch rocket. Got it. Thank you, Carmen, for repeating what Puddletown said. Why? A lot of people around here call Harley Davidson motorcycles cruisers because they're not as fast as street bikes. And really, I call a street bike a crotch rocket, but I didn't want to say crotch. Oh my. Okay. Yes. The power compels me to hit play.
So why'd you tell Detective Pelletier?
I described what I thought he meant by the power.
Well, was that the thrill of what he did?
I don't know. You have to ask Bill that.
Now, again, you had described him yesterday as being scared in the car.
Yes.
He's talking about the power of killing someone?
We were all scared.
You're all scared. You're all so scared that you go back to Seabrook, right?
Yes.
Go back to Seabrook, you drop a few clothes off, and then you go over to the beach, take a walk over to Hampton Beach.
Yes.
I mean, you go through the booty there. You went through that bag before you went to the Hampton Beach, right?
Yes.
Pulled out a couple of gold chains.
Yes.
And why don't you tell the jury everything you did instead of just selectively? You went to Hampton Beach to trade gold chains that you just stole before you missed your morning drive after killing a guy to get some cocaine, right?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't say that yesterday, remember?
Correct.
I mean, the reason I'm asking you these things is because it's important that you be entirely truthful, isn't it?
Correct.
I mean, if you're not entirely truthful, your plea bargain can get blown. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna go through these carefully so you're entirely truthful, right?
Correct.
So again, when you say things like Flynn was just scared, we shouldn't leave out things that he was talking about power, right?
I object to this form of question.
Cross-examination.
Thank
Second
you.
overrule.
Correct.
When we say we're going to Hampton Beach, we're just not going there for a stroll, right?
Correct.
We're going there to blow some coke up your nose, right?
We had first started off by leaving the walk. And we went there with the chain, yeah.
And that's an example for the jury of how scary you were, right?
I wanted to get my mind off of what had happened, yes.
You know, you said yesterday that part of your plan would not have been to use Pam's CRX, right?
Correct.
And the reason you wouldn't use the CRX is that it's got a vanity plate.
And the fact that it's Pamela Smart's car.
Right, it would be absolutely stupid to do that, right?
Yes.
So that car, during the course of your planning, when was this planning taking place?
Through April.
Through April, from the beginning to the end?
There had been talk all the way through April. The plan probably didn't start coming together completely until the end of April.
Well, in the beginning of April, we're going to use a Honda CRX with Pam's license plate on it.
That had been mentioned as a car to use, yes.
That had been mentioned as the car to use.
It is a car to use.
And what was the reaction from you folks?
That it shouldn't be used because of the fact that it was her car.
That it should be used?
That it shouldn't be
That it
used.
should not be used?
Correct.
And that was at the beginning of April?
I'm not sure what time it was.
But, I mean, Flynn agreed, right? That shouldn't be
It should
used.
correct.
Fowler agreed?
Correct.
Vladimir agreed?
Correct.
And you agree?
Yes.
So, you know, the whole idea was don't use that Honda CRX.
Right.
Gotta find a different car.
Right.
And then it was Vladimir's job to find a different car?
Not at first, no.
Everybody was thinking of ways to get a different car.
Yes.
Everything from stealing a car, right?
Yes.
Borrowing a car, right?
Correct.
But definitely not the Honda CRX.
Correct.
Then there was a great debate during the course of April with regard to a knife versus a weapon, firearm.
It wasn't a great debate.
Well, was it settled?
Question. Excuse me, what did you say?
Was it settled by May 1, what was supposed to happen?
First of May, yes.
Was it settled by the end of April, what was supposed to happen?
The last couple days towards the end of April, I imagine.
A firearm was never to be used, right?
Only if it had to be as a last resort.
Okay, we'll get into it. But it wasn't intended to be used, right?
No, it weren't.
And that was agreed upon by you, right?
Correct.
Flynn, right?
Correct.
Fowler,
I'm not sure if he was the one who agreed upon it.
Vladimir.
Correct.
And when you say you're going to use a firearm as a last resort, again, explain that to the jury.
In case I couldn't do what I didn't, in case I couldn't kill him.
Well, is that what you were expressing to everybody? Was it in case you couldn't kill him, or was it in case somebody walked in?
It was in case anybody, when we left, was like the cops were already there.
And what would you
People
do?
were there.
What would you do with that gun? Show it to them and see if the police run away?
Police wouldn't run away, but a normal person may have.
Normal person, man. Or what would you have done?
I didn't have the gun.
You didn't have the gun. You were already planning an escape prior to May 1, right?
Yes.
Yesterday, when you talked about interaction between Pam, Bill Flynn, you talked about one incident where you saw them together, and Flynn must have been hanging all over,
Correct.
stinking drunk, was it?
Not stinking drunk, he was drunk.
He couldn't stand up.
Don't know, I didn't see him walking normal.
Well, I mean, you did just say to the jury, you tell me if I'm wrong, didn't you say to the jury that Pam was holding him up?
He was hanging on her, yes. I don't know if he was hanging on her to hang on her or he was hanging on her because he couldn't walk.
You've reviewed a deposition that we took, haven't you?
I've read it once to see that there was no errors in it.
Right, and you in fact found there's one error, right?
Correct.
But you'll recall that in this deposition, you even described that incident as Flynn being mildly intoxicated.
Drunk. Mildly intoxicated.
You also described that that incident was prior to May 1, 1990. This deposition, right?
Yes.
It wasn't after May 1, 1990, was it?
I don't believe it was, no.
But you testified to that yesterday to this jury.
I did not say that that was after. I said that happened before May 1st.
Who decided on how to point the ammunition?
Agreed upon.
By who?
All of us, I guess.
Tell us the name.
Myself, JR, and Bill.
When was that agreed upon?
Sometime in late April.
And was it also agreed upon that you would locate somebody to purchase the ammunition for you?
Since we couldn't buy it ourselves, yes.
And who did you three guys agree on?
We didn't agree upon anybody, but we had asked a friend of ours, Georgie Monty, to buy us bullets to use target practice. So we had lied to him to get the bullets, and he bought them for us.
Okay, lied to him to get the bullets, and he bought them for you. And he buys the bullets that you want, right?
Correct.
The bullets that were agreed upon.
Right.
To do the job you wanted to do.
Yes.
See, I get confused because you bought hollow points, right? Right?
Yes.
Why did you buy hollow points? Hollow points aren't for target practice, you know that, right?
I know that, yes.
Okay, why did you buy hollow point?
Because we figured the bullet, it'd be quicker. There wouldn't be any pain, and the bullet would be harder to identify.
Now, that was discussed between who?
I believe the three of us were present,
The three of you. Bill, right?
Vance and myself.
Vance and yourself. That the bullet would be harder to identify, that it would break up, and that it would kill quicker?
Yes.
When did you have that conversation?
Sometime in April.
Sometime in April? And this was for your backup gun?
Yes.
So you did intend to utilize that weapon?
If need be.
There's no question about that.
If it needs to be used, yeah.
You stated yesterday that you had heard from Bill that there was a prior attempt to kill Gregg.
I heard from either Bill or JR.
Well, tell us what you heard. We want to hear it.
I just heard that there had been a prior attempt, and they didn't do it because they got lost, and when they came home, he was home already, so they scrubbed it. They went off. They left.
So they had actually gotten lost?
That's what I was told.
Who told you that?
Either JR or Bill.
That it wasn't on purpose that they got lost, it's just they got lost.
That's what I was told.
They mistakenly got lost.
That's what I was told.
This would have been from either Flynn or JR.
Correct?
And what was JR's part with regard to that prior attempt?
I don't know if he had any.
But it may have been JR that told you.
It may have
But
been
they
JR
got
that
lost.
told me. It may have been JR that told me it had happened
And when does this conversation take place?
after the first attempt.
After the first attempt. Do you know what time, when, what month?
April.
How close to May 1st?
Not sure. A couple of weeks.
Was it your testimony yesterday that upon hearing that, you thought you should get involved because obviously Bill wasn't doing something right?
I was afraid Bill would get caught. Yes.
Was that the real motivation to go out and do this?
Yes.
Because you were going to help Bill not get caught?
That I didn't want to see my friend go to jail. Yes.
Right. It brings up an interesting subject. You don't want to be in jail very long, do you?
No, I'd rather not go to jail for that long. Correct.
You don't want Bill in jail very long, do you?
I don't want any of us to go to jail that long.
Oh, you don't care about her.
I would rather see her not go to jail that long.
You don't care. Be honest with the jury.
I wouldn't wish anybody to go to jail.
Okay. How many years have you saved by entering this plea?
Possibly the time from 28 years, so I'd be 45 years old until I die.
Your natural life you could spend in prison, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so is he saving any time, attorney? Come on. I get it. Also, Mr. Randall, so much for not wanting Bill to get in trouble. I wonder if they're still friends.
Now, with regard to, let me just make this complete. With regard to Latimer, you don't want to see that friend in jail either.
Correct.
Now, you entered into this plea negotiation with the prosecutors. And the plea negotiation, I believe there exhibits 50 and 51. You were shown those yesterday.
Yes, I was.
The plea negotiation says that everything within the body of that particular document is the entire agreement, right?
Correct.
Can you tell me, do you recall anything in that document that says the state of New Hampshire is going to object to sentence reduction?
They said they may object to sentence reductions when I go up for them.
They may.
It was up to them.
It was up to
solely
them.
their discretion.
It's solely up to these folks, right?
Correct.
Can you remember in the negotiation, your specific negotiation, that in paragraph 16, and I'll show it to you, which is signed on January 22nd, 1991, that the above terms set forth the full and exclusive terms of the cooperation agreement between Patrick Randall and the state. There are no other promises, terms, or conditions. Remember that?
Correct.
Okay. Let's put it in front of you so you're sure. Sure that, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a discussion with the prosecution about that black bag, for instance, that was hidden over at your house?
They had asked me about it.
Well, what did they ask you about? Tell me what that was.
I had told them that I had used a black bag. I had taken a black bag from the house, and they had asked me what I did with it.
Now, you didn't want your mother to get in trouble, did you?
No,
Did you make another agreement with the state of New Hampshire?
no, I did not.
No other deals or promises?
No, I did not.
Was it your understanding your mother would be arrested?
I was told my lawyers told me she wouldn't be.
Your lawyers told you that she would not be arrested.
I was told she wouldn't get arrested.
Okay.
It wasn't promised by anyone. They just told me don't worry.
Who told you don't worry?
I believe it was my lawyers.
Your lawyers. So in fact, the total plea agreement really isn't in this document, is it?
That is my plea agreement right there.
Well, isn't part of it that you were trying to take care of your mom too?
No,
No, you didn't care?
I care for my mother. I was just told that she wouldn't be arrested. It wasn't part of my plea agreement.
And that was told you by your attorney.
I believe it was my attorney that told me, correct.
And I assume that that was discussed with the prosecution.
I believe it was.
And it was only after you were sure that your mother wouldn't get in trouble that you gave the specifics with regard to that bag, right?
No.
It was before that?
I believe it was.
Do you believe that or do you know?
I'm almost positive.
Did you call your mother?
Yes, I believe I did.
What did you tell her?
I had told her that they'd be coming to look for the black bag.
To get it, that it's okay?
I told her that I had told them about the black bag.
All right. And that she could get it?
No, I had asked her what she had done with it.
All right. Did you tell her it was all right to hand it over?
No, I just told her they'd come looking for it. I didn't tell her to get rid of it or anything. I just told her. I had told her once I knew they were going to look for it. I asked her what did she do with it. She told me what she did with it.
Okay. And that she wouldn't get arrested?
No, I told her that they'd be coming to get it.
Did you tell her she was in trouble?
I didn't tell her she was in trouble, no.
You know, you had a conversation before you left Connecticut. Remember you ran to Connecticut?
Yes.
And you had that conversation with your folks, right?
With my mother.
And you had a conversation from Connecticut, right?
With my mother.
And you had a conversation when you got back from Connecticut, right?
My mother, yeah.
And in fact, when you got back from Connecticut, it was a fairly lengthy conversation, wasn't it?
Yes.
And in none of those conversations did you say, and just listen to my question, that Pam Smart was involved in the killing of her husband.
I told my mother that she had known about her husband being killed.
In none of those conversations, listen, did you say to your mother that Pam had anything to do with the killing of Gregg Smart?
Correct, I told her she hadn't, I didn't say anything about her having anything to do with planning.
Instead, you told on your closest friends, Levin, right?
I said they were involved in it, yes.
And Flynn.
Correct.
And again, when we talk about relating a story to another friend, Welch.
I pretty much told them the same thing I told my parents.
Right. The plea agreement contemplates a plea to second-degree murder, right?
Accomplice, second-degree murder, correct.
But not conspiracy,
No,
not assault on Ralph Welch, anything like that.
no.
Not obstructing justice or hiding evidence, nothing like that.
All right, they messed with the sound again, so let me know if I need to adjust mine. Gabby, I think Leska was talking about Mr. Randall's mother. What was she getting out of it? Since she wasn't going, he asked if he told his mother, if she was going to be in trouble. He said no. Also, I know that kid's nervous, and I understand it, but sometimes he comes off just the way he said. He could tell me he was making me a ham sandwich, but some of his mannerisms, like, okay, like, you don't have to if you don't want to. He's very aggressive. Yeah, they were not talking about Pam, or American Girl dolls.
No,
So it's just one charge.
correct.
And that's part of your deal too.
It's the charge brought against me.
That
Correct.
would be only one charge, well.
Correct.
The fact of the matter is, you wouldn't even enter into that particular bargain until you knew that your two buddies would also be pleading guilty.
Correct.
That's correct.
Correct.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, you're all trying to help each other out.
Not so much we're all trying to help each other out. We just don't feel like seeing two of us make a deal or one of us make a deal. See the other one that's left behind, left without parole.
Right. I mean, especially Flynn, you didn't want to see him left behind, right?
I wouldn't want to see any of my friends left behind.
You didn't want to see Vladimir or Flynn left behind.
Correct.
So it was only when all three of you agreed to plead guilty that you entered the plea.
Yes.
Again, just for a little background for the jury, where are you located right now?
Rockingham County Corrections Facility.
And how are you housed over there?
And they're like rooms, they're cells, but rooms with a door that gets locked at night.
It gets locked at night,
Correct.
you're free to walk around during the day?
Yes.
Who's your cellmate?
Wilson April
Who's two cells down from you?
and Vladimir and Bill Flynn.
And you can freely converse with them day in and day out, right?
Correct.
They don't restrict you there. Right?
No, they're not.
I mean, since December, you haven't been restricted at all from talking with them.
Correct.
And even before December, you talked to them anyway.
We're risking getting into trouble, but yes.
When you got to 4A Misty Morning Drive,
Yes.
you and Bill were in that condominium for how long before Greg came?
I'd say over an hour.
Over an hour. And you had the lights off, you told the jury?
Yes.
And even with the lights off, you were able to get around in there?
Yes.
Even though it was dark?
Yes.
It was dark, right?
Correct.
And you were picking through things and looking for stereo equipment, right?
The stereo was on the rack and you could see it.
You could
Because it was right next to the doors. And it was dark, but not pitch black.
It was dark, but it wasn't pitch black. You were able to read the name, in fact, of the manufacturer of the stereo.
I could have if I wanted to, yes.
We did, didn't
I had already known this
you?
point.
You had already known it?
Yes,
Is that because Bill told you?
correct.
Now, Bill had been to that condo before, right?
Yes,
He told you that.
yes.
He had been there as recently as just a few days before that.
I don't know if it was just a few days before that, but I had known he'd been there before, yes.
He had access to everything in that condo, right?
The days he went up there? Yes.
He had access to the first floor, right?
Correct.
Second floor,
I believe, yes,
basement.
yes.
He would have known where the bulkhead was located, right?
I would assume, yes.
He would have known where bedrooms were located.
I assume, yes,
He would have known where stereo equipment was located.
yes.
When you drove there that night, did you have a map?
I don't believe so.
No map. Did you have any problems getting there?
We had got lost once, we missed an exit.
You got there, no problem after that?
No problem.
And was it that evening that you became so attentive that you recalled the name Peabody Annex?
No, it was not.
And can you tell the jury when you began to know names of roads in Derry, New Hampshire?
I had learned the name of that particular road while reading the police report.
From a police report.
Correct.
So you've been able to go through a lot of information, right?
I have looked over a few police reports, yes.
A few police reports?
Yes.
How many police reports?
I think 5,
5 police reports?
yes.
Having to do with traveling out to 4E, Misty Morning Drive?
I believe the name of the road was in one of them, yes.
The name of the road was in one of them?
Yes.
And that's how you came up yesterday with the name Peabody Annex, right?
Correct. I had learned the name through that, yes.
Right. And that's another source of your information with regard to your testimony yesterday, right?
The name of the road?
Yeah.
Yes.
What else? Tell us more. What else did you learn from the police report?
That's it. Just
You went
the
through
road.
5.
I had learned what people were going to say, people had said about me.
Okay, what people have you learned we're talking about?
I had read parts of Ralph Welch's police report. I had read parts of Raymond Fowler's, my ex-girlfriend's, and I believe I had read one other person.
About what you had said. Well, what did they say about it?
Just about Ralph had stated what I had said pretty much.
Did he state that accurately, by the way?
Most of it was accurate, yes.
Well, I mean, he stated also, didn't he, that you were talking about who you were going to kill next?
I had never talked about killing another person.
You never did?
No, I had not.
You didn't talk to Welch or talk to Laramie, was Welch present about killing Fowler?
No, I had not.
Sure of that?
I'm positive that's one of the parts where Ralph is wrong.
That's where Welch is wrong.
Yes.
Well, what else did you hear?
Pretty much what he had said. I had read parts of Danny Blake's, that was the other persons I had read,
Yeah.
about what Rainey had said,
Raymond Fowler had said? Okay.
yes. And I had read Raymond Fowler's about what he had said to police. And I had read my girlfriend's, which didn't have much in it, I just glanced at that, so I don't really recall what was in there.
Okay, so those all would have been statements that you would have made to other people?
I hadn't made a statement to my ex-girlfriend for Danny Blake. Raymond Fowler was there, and I had made a statement to Ralph Welch.
We're talking about Raymond Fowler's police report. Is it like a 2-page report?
I don't believe so.
No, in fact, isn't it a report that looks something like that?
Yes, it does.
I mean, just for clarification, it's paginated as page 292 to 339. Does that recall that?
I don't recall that.
Well, I mean, you recall this police report?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now that police report has a lot of information in it, other than just things about you, right?
Yes, it's about the crime.
And you got a lot of information out of this.
Not stuff I've already known stuff that was in it.
You see before you defendants A and defendants B, A being a photograph and B being a ring.
Correct.
Now, are you gonna look at the jury and tell them you didn't pry that ring off?
It's not that ring off.
You can tell them about Bill Flynn, did he pry it off?
No, will not pry that ring off.
All right, he's saying that Greg just took it out and threw it on the ground?
I had never seen the ring before.
You've never seen the ring before.
No, I did not.
Is there any question in your mind that this is a ring that's in the photograph?
It looks similar. I can't see the face of it, but it does look similar, yes. The only ring I seen on Gregg Smart's hand was a wedding band.
Well, describe it.
A simple gold wedding band. And when I realized it was a wedding band, and from what he had said about him, I stopped asking him about it.
Just because you were a kind guy?
Not because I was a kind of guy, because that freaked me out.
Because what?
It freaked me out, what he had said.
It freaked you out. Is that what stopped you from slashing his throat?
What stopped me from slashing his throat is that I couldn't do it. It was a different story thinking I could do it without a person there, and when there's a person there doing it.
Yeah. But it was done, the job was done. And
He was killed, yes.
you needed nothing to stop.
Right.
Through all the torment that he gave this guy, right?
Correct.
Grabbing his hair and slamming him up against the wall, down to his knees, right?
Correct.
And then grabbing your booty and running out the back.
Correct.
I can have a moment for it. I have nothing further.
Two questions, Your Honor. With the court's indulgence, the first thing I'd like to do is show this jury the ring.
I wish Puddletown. Maybe. I haven't watched, but I doubt it. Probably just get a bow
Do
reenactment.
you mind if I wait 1 second, Your Honor?
Okay, you go. You can listen.
All right, Mr. Randall, I want to make one thing clear. The defense attorney asked you a lot of questions about what was coming from Bill and the conversations you had. The conversation on the way to April in the car, that was in Pam's presence, right?
Yes,
That's nothing you got from Bill, is that correct?
correct.
Now, you talked about the conversation, the defense attorney brought up the conversation you had on June 10th, 12th, you mentioned insurance, you mentioned payment.
Correct.
Is there any conversation about speakers at that time?
Jay, I've gotten a pair of Pamela boxes from Gregory's truck that Cam had given him. And he said, how did you think I got those? Referring to the speakers.
So that was a conversation in Ralph Welch's presence.
Yes, it was, the comment was directed towards Ralph Welch about payment from Gregory Smart.
Now, the ring that you referred to that Gregory Smart said, I can't take it off, my wife would kill me. Is there any question in your mind that it was a wedding ring?
No, it was not.
Did he refer to it as his wedding ring?
No, he did not, but it was on his hand, and it was just a simple gold wedding ring.
And you assumed it to be a wedding ring?
Yes, I did.
Now, you talked about, you were asked a question about Bill's feelings towards Pam, Bill's talking about her all the time. You know a girl by the name of Katrina?
Yes, I do.
Who's Katrina?
She's a friend of ours from school.
Do you ever know anything about Bill's feelings towards Katrina?
He had showed desire and wanting her
When was this?
at a Motley Crue concert.
Is this during the same time, is this in April, May, March?
I believe the concert was after the murder.
And you were present when,
What 16-year-old says he had showed desires for or wanting? What did he just say? Desire and wanting her or something dumb? Who says that? Maybe a southern gentleman, maybe? He just looks so proud of himself. Oh, I got the Pam thing. Carmen has a story about Pam and Pan that I would have never, ever been brave enough to do ever in my entire life. That's still not over, even in the future. Yeah, just. Oh my gosh. I wish I could back this up 10 seconds, but I cannot. They don't let me on these. But yeah, poor Bill. He loves Pam. I love lamb. Poor Bill. And if you're as a jury, when the defense attorney was sitting there asking him that Bill had been over to Pam's house several times, if you're a juror sitting there, are you not asking why a student is repeatedly going over to a teacher's house? There could be a reasonable explanation for it. Obviously, in this case, there allegedly was not. But I guess this guy wouldn't be able to probably answer that question, but I would ask, like, do you know why Bill was going over there all the time? Yeah, he was doing stuff with Pam that he should not have been doing because he was a minor. And that's gross. All right, we've got about 5 more minutes here.
I'm sorry, where Bill Flynn was with Katrina?
Yes, I was.
Is there any other girls that Bill expressed an interest in besides Katrina during this time period?
No.
No. When you left the condominium before you missed the morning drive, you had the bag with you and the knife, is that correct?
Correct.
Give the jury some indication how you got over the railing.
I jumped, I put my right hand on the railing and pulled it over. Just swung my body up and over the railing.
Is that difficult for you to do?
No.
Now, I want to refer you to a police report that the defense counsel referred to in his cross-examination. I believe his words were you had said to the police officer, on the edge, is that correct? And he asked if you had said that to the police officer? And I asked you to look at this police report and see the full quote. You see what the full quote is there?
On the edge of paranoia.
Is that the correct quote?
I believe it is.
So it wasn't on the edge, it was on the edge of paranoia.
Yeah.
Now, after you'd been arrested in this case, you were represented by attorneys, correct?
Correct.
You thoroughly talked to your attorneys, did you not?
I did.
I'm sorry?
I did.
You satisfied with the representation?
Yes.
And these police reports that the defense attorney talked about that you reviewed, were they given to you by your attorneys?
No, I was not given the reports. They had all the reports together with them when they came to visit me, and on a few occasions I was allowed to read through them.
I mean, that was your defense attorneys that did that for you, right?
Yes.
Now, this document that the defense attorney referred to about statements made by Raymond Fowler, you had learned Raymond Fowler had gone to the police, correct?
Correct?
And Raymond Fowler had gone to the police after Ralph Welch had gone to the Latins, correct?
I believe yes.
And you found out that Raymond Fowler was talking to the police.
Yes.
That upset you?
It scared me. Made me angry that they talked, but it scared me more than anything.
Now, the defense attorney also talked to you about a deposition that you given in this case. You remember that?
Yes.
That was a deposition that they were asking you questions, correct?
Correct.
We were present as well.
Yes.
And you sat down in the room and there was a stenographer.
Yes.
And they answered your questions.
Yes.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. They asked you questions.
Yes.
And you answered the questions.
Yes.
And you had your lawyer was there as well.
Yes.
You know how long the deposition took about?
I believe it was a little over an hour and a half.
There's no judge there or anything, correct?
No, it was not.
Now, do you remember when he was asking you questions about what you said to your mother?
Yes.
And you quoted some lines you had said?
I believe I did, yes.
Do you remember being asked these questions and giving these answers? Question. Page 62, I'm sorry. Who did you talk to for line 8? Who did you talk to about this? Answer, in June, I talked to Ralph about it. Question, okay, Ralph Welch. Answer, that's the only person I told besides my mother. I told my mother after I knew we were going to get arrested, I told her the story. Question, did you tell the whole story and the truth? Answer, pretty much. I left out the planning and talking to Pam and stuff, but I told her what we had done. Question, okay, so what you had told her was you'd gone there, broken in the house, killed the guy. Is that accurate? Answer, that Pam wanted us to do. Is that the full quote answer you gave concerning what you told your mother?
Yes, yes.
I have no further questions.
This deposition was taken at Rockingham County Jail
Yes, it was.
while you were being housed in that same cell block you discussed with these folks.
Yes, it was.
Cell block where 2 cells down were a fellow by the name of Flynn, a fellow by the name of Ladder.
Yes, my friends were until now.
And on page 63 of the deposition, weren't you asked, okay, and you did not tell her, meaning your mother, about meetings or discussions you had with Pamela Smart? Remember that question?
Yes, I do.
And your answer was, no, I did not at the time, right?
Right.
Fact of the matter is, you not only discussed plea arrangements with your own lawyers, but you discussed plea arrangements with lawyers that weren't even yours, right?
I didn't discuss arrangements with them, but they were present while I was with my own lawyers and ABC, yes.
And is it any surprise, it wasn't Paul and me, was it?
No, it was not.
Who was it?
It was Vance Loudon's attorneys.
Thank you. Vance was there too, right?
Yes, he was.
No question.
So you got to write that down.
Dear heavens, by Monday, please give somebody a cough drop. I swear that person's right by the microphone. But they seem to cough more when the defense is up. I don't know. That's it. That's over. Good grief. Stupid Pan is really stupid Pan. We made it. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the rough start. I don't know what happened. Like my brain just quit working when I was muted accidentally. And then it's like my whole world just was tipped and tilted off its axis. And my brain just was like, I don't know what to do. Maybe if Flashman had been here to call me boomer or say I was muted 1,000 times, I could have been better. But it wasn't. Yeah, Gabby, I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. Yeah. It's not even, I can't even approve it, but Puddletown would have approved it. So I don't know. But if you think they should, I don't think these kids, at least this kid, is the only testimony we've heard so far from the accomplices, alleged accomplices. I don't know that they probably had great lives. I mean, you got the grandparents threatening to call the state troopers on them if their car isn't home by a certain time. Tells you don't do that first offense, right? So, or generally, you don't do that first offense to a kid. You give them a little grace period there. They weren't going to give him much of one. But their plan, not even about the unaliving part, which was bad enough, that she, I'm assuming, put together. Who knows? They all kind of probably came together and thought it was great. Nobody's getting caught on this one. What's up, Frank? How you doing? But their getaway plan, they had $100 in their pocket, and they were going to get crotch rockets. Did we decide that's what they were going to ride? Street bikes? And just go as far as $100 would take them, which was a lot farther then than today. But where are you going? How are you, like, that just shows they had no grasp of what they were doing, of the consequences of what they were doing. To fully grasp it. They knew what they were doing was wrong. There's no doubt about that. But you're just going to go steal some street bikes and just ride them off into the sunset, and nobody's ever going to go look for you or suspect you. And if she gets caught, like, she's not going to flip on you immediately. Bill's not going to be able to stay away from her. He's going to circle his bike back around to her house. Like, come on. Exactly. Old soul. Like, it's so sad. They just lack of clear thinking, I guess, or I don't know. Maybe they just thought they were just smart enough because they'd gotten away with maybe some minor shoplifting things or something. I don't know. I don't know their record if they had one. They didn't seem like, maybe they were complete strangers to law enforcement, but I don't know. You too, one. That's funny. Yeah, they weren't even that. They were trying, like, they're freaking the Three Musketeers. One for all and all for one. Like, tell your mother to tell my mother and my father, whatever. I mean, good for them. It worked. Him and Billy were released from prison on the same day, 25 years later. Good for them. Maybe they are still friends. I don't know. Thank you. I can't take credit for it. I didn't do it. See what you say on Monday. Oh my gosh. All right. So Saturday, I have to think what day it is. I am trying to make arrangements so I can at least join him for an hour on Baker's stream. It's his anniversary, YouTube anniversary stream. So I told him I would try to make arrangements so I had somebody to sit with Madison for an hour or so I could join him on his stream because I like him. He's a good friend, and I haven't talked to him in a long time, other than just quick little chit chats here in chat. So I think it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. I'm not sure exactly when I will be able to jump on there, but I'm going to try to make it as close to the beginning as I can. So I will obviously put a message up in Discord and and on YouTube when I do figure out exactly what time that's going to be. Should you even go? Because Baker talks smack about you so all the time. Yeah. There was no putting the baby aside because she was on my side, and I couldn't keep anything out of. There would be no keeping anything out of her reach anymore. She is she's not, just sit here and look cute like she did. Now she's like, you're not. If she thinks you're not even paying attention to her, she tells you all about it, especially her mother. So I can't do it anymore, Piletown. she's grown up too fast, and but yeah, I can't do that anymore. I stole your shirt. I hate that I have to have a long sleeve shirt on at the beginning of September. That's not right. It is 68 degrees here, and it's wrong. So on Monday, I have to see who's going to be on because we will be doing parts 6, 7, and 8. So more than generally we just do one video. The first day I think we did 2, but because this one is not going to take us as long to get through as Betty did. Good grief. So that's the plan on Monday. That will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's the plan. I never know. I just try to say what'll happen and then hope it does. It's getting colder over there too. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, you're not far enough to be opposite of us, so you're going into summer, and then I could just be jealous. Still in shorts. AC is running. Wait for the hurricanes. I don't have the hurricanes. People, I mean, it was definitely warm enough to wear shorts today, but when I left the house this morning, it was like 54 or 50. I don't know. I'm like, this is insane. That's what it should be here. But it is not even close. Pedal down. I can't. You and Sticky. Also, when your phone, I'm telling you, needs its own comedy show. You just have to type stuff in. Your phone will do the rest. Because Stifler's mom, the way that came out first was hilarious. And I was dying. I just didn't pull it up out of respect for you. No. Do not hate on your phone. Do not. Ah, Labby. I mean, listen, 70s are nice, but I want summer still. I don't know. I don't know, Puddletown. You've had some really funny ones. That just was a good one. Or should I say your phone? Your phone has had some really funny ones. Oh, A2. On that note, you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys Saturday. If I don't see you Saturday, I will see you guys on Monday. Behave. Good grief. Save all your jokes till we get back. 94 Nevada. Oh, so jealous. I'll be jealous all winter. I know. But even they get cold. All right. I'm out of here. I will see you guys all next week. Have a good one. And I've got to go.